You think other islands are being overlooked because of Bali?
Back in China, Indonesia's volcano is really famous.
I am also not so good at traveling outside of Bali, actually.
I guess the right word is it's a bit of a trap. You kind of come here, have so much fun that you just never leave.
I'm living in a bubble, like it's a very bubbly lifestyle here.
Ladies and gentlemen, why do most people just stay in Bali? Do they not know Indonesia offers much more than that? What's stopping them to go beyond Bali? What brought you to Bali?
I come here for a yoga retreat. I will take 200 hours yoga certificate. Every time I come here, stay several months and then go back to China to get a job and work for 1 year and then come back again. It's like I can get a kind of healing here.
Actually, I was talking with my co-workers in Amsterdam. So I work in Amsterdam. They recommended me to go to Bali. I was thinking of going to Lombok. So that's, it's a bit less crowded because, Bali is famous for congestions, traffic and party kind of towns. And I feel like, maybe it's not my thing. But then they said that if, I want to have some more activities because Lombok has not really developed to the point that you have more services and so on. So maybe Bali is still a nice one.
I've been working in Australia in FIFO or in the mines. So normally I work 2 weeks and then I come here for a week off just for holiday and then go back to work and just rinse and repeat.
When I came here, I was like, the gym culture and the general lifestyle and the communities, it's just so crazy. This is a new hype and I think it has mostly to do with the wellness and the gyms, the ice baths, all the routine you have here.
I'm looking for experiencing more of a remote place. Bali is very developed. A lot of places are catered to the tourists, which is definitely a nice thing, but I also want to see the other side. I want to see the authentic experience, and so that's why I want to visit smaller islands, for example the Gili Islands.
So I traveled here alone 10 years ago and I fell in love with the island. And now I live here.
I came here on holiday last year and I just fell in love with how it made me feel. So I decided I wanted to live here.
I really love the ocean. I just like to find a place, a beautiful view with the sea view, and I can just lie down for chill for a whole day.
Do you come just for the surf?
Yeah, mainly for the surf and for the people. I've surfed basically here, everywhere, also in West Java.
In this vacation, are you just staying in Bali or also other islands in Indonesia?
No, only Bali.
What about other islands?
Yeah, I'm interested, but I need some friends to go with me.
Probably I will visit other islands as well, some popular islands that are connected to Bali, maybe.
Gili T is a really fun party spot, so I'll probably go back to Gili T. Maybe Lombok at some stage just to do some surfing.
I am also not so good at traveling outside of Bali, actually. I've been to Lombok, I've been to all of these,
What have you heard about other islands besides Bali?
I've talked to some travelers, so some islands, nothing really there. There's one island only having 1 hostel and 3 restaurants. Also, what I heard about is Raja Ampat Island. Yes, and many people talk very highly of that. It's supposed to be very beautiful, but the weather it's quite a journey. So yeah, a lot of people are big fans of the Indonesian islands.
Longmu Island. I love surfing and many friends told me it's a good place for surfing. So
Different vibe too, because the religion is different too. I feel like that's what I heard from people.
A lot of waves in Indonesia that I would love to explore, besides just Bali.
Like what?
Like West Java, Sumatra, Timaja, Mentawais.
I've mostly heard it from Grab or Gojek drivers. Cantik,
Cantik.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Back in China, Indonesia's volcano is really famous. We have this application called 小红书. Everyone came to Indonesia, they will post the volcanoes on 小红书, and we don't have many volcanoes in China actually. So volcano and the blue fire, I really want to see.
What makes you hesitate to visit other islands so far?
actually I don't have any hesitation. I just need time. I stay here for 2 months. I cannot choose all the places.
I really enjoy the social life here, especially in Canggu. There's always so many people around. So I guess the right word is it's a bit of a trap. You kind of come here, have so much fun that you just never leave. I'll definitely do it at some stage. It'll just be maybe when my friend wants to go, then I can go with someone, have more of a relaxing time and just go surfing rather than drinking, partying and that sort of thing.
Mostly I got comfortable, It's very beautiful here. You have a lot in Bali. My boyfriend is also a surfer, so he enjoys the waves here. So we don't maybe feel like we need to travel because we have everything here, you know. But I'm starting to realize that no, actually, I want to see more of Indonesia.
For me, Bali is like a utopia. I don't even care about politics here. I don't read the news. I'm living in a bubble. Like, it's a very bubbly lifestyle here.
To be honest, Bali was my first solo traveling experience, and while I think that I could handle solo traveling through Indonesia, it's a little bit intimidating because it's not as developed. I know, and Bali's been dealing with tourists for a long time, so it's got a lot of Western stuff set up.
Do you think other islands are being overlooked because of Bali?
I think Lombok, for example, has become also a tourist destination. A friend of my father was on Lombok 30 years ago. Back then it was very different. People only went to Bali. But I think by now they get more attention, but still there's a lot of hidden gems to find.
I'd say the other islands are more looked at people that want the full Indonesian experience. But especially if you're just backpacking around Southeast Asia, I think a lot of people will just come to Bali and maybe Lombok and some of the Gili Islands, just because it's easy, and probably from word of mouth, everyone's heard about those spots. Not many people that I know have traveled to Sumatra, Java, that sort of thing.
Now, what about those who have discovered the essence of Indonesia, the ones who have seen beyond the island of the gods? What do they have to say?
Indonesia is more than just Bali, that you can see more than just the island Bali.
People, tourists usually go to Bali and don't even see the wildest part of Indonesia, right? And I think it's a pity because we were really, really delighted by the jungle and by the nature. I think Bali is not everything.
Everyone goes there. It just feels like it's not really authentic anymore. And I feel everyone just has the same, when they look at Indonesia, they directly think of Bali. Yeah. But Indonesia is just so much more bigger than just Bali. And compared to Lombok, after I left Bali to Lombok is just really nice. It's really, really quiet, a nice vibe with many backpackers.
European people just think that Bali is Indonesia, but Indonesia is so big, so many things to discover, so you can't just go to Bali.
If you go only to one or two places, you will not understand and you will know nothing about Indonesia.
You have a big panorama when you visit many islands, I think, of Indonesia, than just go to Bali. Even Bali culture looks amazing, but you have to go, discover.
Bali is not Indonesia.
Yeah, that's
it's part of Indonesia.
Bali is, of course, Indonesia, but when we see the real Indonesia atmosphere, Java is our best place to see.
It's really big, and you need time for the transport to enjoy and stay longer in every different island because it feels like it's a different country, each different island, really different from one another. Maybe it started with Bali at the beginning, which was very known, and now people start to want to go everywhere and visit every island, and not only Bali because it's maybe a bit too crowded now.
Yeah. So it's changing, yeah.
Yeah.
The people.
People like to go sometimes not even in Bali now, but in all Indonesia.
Yeah, I think it has evolved.
So Bali is very luxurious, A lot of people have the resort here and go to the beach, and on the beach everything is, they don't have any worries. People sell drinks, people sell food, everything is so luxurious. But then on the other hand, I feel like it's a little bit adapted to what the tourists need or want.
That's it.
Yes. And then I feel in more remote places, you have a little bit more of an authentic experience.
I think it's just coming with the mindset that it is very westernized now. It's not going to be the same as the rest of Indonesia. I think some people come over expecting that it will be this kind of new experience and it's quite remote, but realistically, I personally think that it's so westernized now that some places you can't even tell the difference.
By their words, we glimpse a nation far richer than its most famous island. And now you may find yourself wondering, where should the journey take you next? Where would you recommend people to visit?
Karimun, Java. The place there is so wonderful.
wonderful, and it's really like a slow living type of mood with snorkeling and barbecue fish all day long.
Do Mount Rinjani. It's a challenge, but it is really worth it. Like you'll feel like you're on top of the world once you get there.
We spent a month in Sulawesi.
And Sulawesi was amazing because we didn't meet a lot of tourists. So it was very authentic to travel around and to meet local people. And of course, the landscapes were like crazy beautiful.
For sure, like, don't miss Sumatra. It's not that popular place to go, I guess, but we recommend it. It's like really a lot of places to see, like Togo Lake. Okay, Togo Lake.
City of Medan.
Yes, and this Bukit Lawang, like for the jungle experience.
We did Bukit Lawang, it's amazing. We saw monkeys that you cannot see anywhere in the world. Like orangutan, there is only two places you can see, it's Sumatra and Borneo.
Orangutan, the Mentawai, but also the Aro Valley is very beautiful, and the volcano in Berastangi. Sumatra is very nice island of Indonesia.
I would say I liked Ijen, like the Ijen volcano. I liked the hike, and it was really beautiful to see the blue fire.
Kalimanjaro was my highlight till now. So the people were really, really good, really funny and stuff.
2, 3, membeli tomat. Ayo subscribe now, Diplomat.
Diplomat channel.